This is Umar for BoxNation in association with Global Next Trade, and it's a massive show for Queensbury and DAZN. Of course, live exclusive worldwide on DAZN. The most important heavyweight fight that can be made at the moment, Frank.
100%. It's two guys both in the mandatory position fighting each other for the right to fight Oleksandr Usyk for the WBO belt, which means the 4 belts will be on the line. So the winner of this from the fight on Saturday night goes through, and Usyk fights him. If he doesn't, then he will have to vacate the title or he'll be stripped. And the winner will be declared WBO champion.
What's really special about this fight is, as you said, they're both gunning for the same thing, and that's Oleksandr Usyk. But the journeys to this point for both men have been polar opposites. Joseph Parker, former world champion, the pedigree, the experience. And then you got Fabio Wardley, who literally just had a few pub fights and it's just been knocking everyone out to this point.
Well, he's just torn up the book, hasn't he? You know, the manual for how to get to the #1 position. As you say, no amateur background, a couple of white collar fights, but as a pro, done everything that's been asked of him. He's done brilliantly. And you look at his record, was it 20 fights, won 19 of them, drawn 1, which I thought was a bit dubious, but certainly made up for it in the next fight by stopping Frazier Clark in 1 round, sensational style. His last fight, he's behind on points against Hearn, but absolutely showed what he's all about, the power. He's got phenomenal power. And he says it, and I keep repeating it, and he's right what he says. Championship fight, 12 rounds, 36 minutes. They stay focused, they win rounds. Takes him 1 second to change the whole dynamic of a fight. And he's done that now on 18 occasions, done it. And that tells you what he's all about. Tremendous power. The guys he's fought, his last couple of opponents, have all said the same thing. The punchy pros, they just comes from nowhere. So it's a I don't know, this fight's got a lot about it, you know. Obviously Joe's favourite. You look at it, he'd be favourite, but this guy, he's done it. He's done it time and time again. He's knocked them out. He's knocked opponents out. Big step up for him this time. Can he do it? We will find out.
Look, you're right in what you're saying. Fabio Wardley always seems to find a way. However, if the fight is going how it was against Justice Honey, Joseph Parker can really whack. So that's going to be dangerous for Fabio if the fight goes like that and Parker gets in a rhythm. Well,
it does, but you know, the thing about when you big punchers, when they throw punches, that's when they leave themselves exposed for the counter.
Well, we'll find out.
And that's what's going to, I don't think this fight going to distance, by the way. I really don't. I don't think this fight's going to distance.
Well, it's great to be back at the O2. How have tickets gone for this, Frank?
Gone very well. I think we're about 17 or so. We got obviously today we got a World Cup and so forth. So yeah, I'm pleased with it. I'm very pleased.
Just to clarify, that's 17,000, not 17, because your old mate Eddie Hearn did say that he would have more at Alan Makhmedov than Parker-Wardley that you're going to have.
Yeah, okay. Well, he won't be getting them there again for him, will he? That's for sure. Not after that. Whereas the winner of this will go on to fight for the WBO title.
Is that because you phrased that as a donkey derby? Is that what you were saying?
No, I don't mean it being disrespectful. Like, what I meant is levels. I'm sure I did say that in one interview, and I regret saying that, and I shouldn't have said it. But it's levels, and that level was what it was. That's what it was.
Okay.
And you got Dave Allen's done brilliantly well for himself, but it gets to a certain level, and that's it. He says it himself. You know, I've heard him on many occasions. And I'm not knocking him. He trained hard and worked very hard to get to where he got to. But on the night, just didn't work for it.
So over the next 48 hours, are you expecting it to creep to a sellout? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm sure if we're not sold out, we won't be far off. But look, this is a kid who's had 20 fights, no amateur fights. Look what he done in Ipswich. 25,000, was it 26,000 people in Ipswich went to see it. Peeing down the rain, you know, he's done brilliantly for himself. And Joe Parker, former world champion, so it's good. And we've got a really good, strong undercard.
Frank, I spoke to Joe Parker earlier this week, and it astonished me what he said. I said to him, you know, I saw some comments early in your camp saying I'd fight Moses Itauma on December 13th. I said, how are you going to do that if you're going to fight Fabio on the 25th? That's not going to happen, is it?
Well, of course it's not. He's going to fight on December the 13th. And he's going to have time to, he's just been in a camp. He won't be getting into another camp.
Positive to see.
And he's got to win.
Of course. Positive to see that Oleksandr Usyk said to the ring that he will fight the winner of this early part next year.
Good. Well, then even better for the two of them when they get into the ring. They know what they're going for and what they're going to get.
He did also say that he won't be fighting Moses-Itauma.
He did.
Reaction to that?
Well, Moses is number one in two of the governing bodies. And if they call for it, then he'll have to think about that one. If they call for one of those fights, Moses keeps winning and stays where he's at, then he'll have to fight him or he'll have to vacate the belt.
Frank.
But look, I'm not going to, he's everything he's been asked of him, he's done. Alexander, he's a great fighter and 4 belts, and he'll do what he feels he wants to do, right? And God bless him and good luck to him.
Frank, have you got the world's hardest job, you and your son Francis, finding an opponent for Moses-Itauma?
Look, we'll find an opponent for him. That won't be a problem. That'll happen, and we'll announce it. We've had a couple of people who agreed to it and then come back with ridiculous asking sums for money that they wouldn't get fighting for a world title.
So look, the WBA ordered him and Kubrat Pulev.
Yeah.
Then I saw a press release from the IBA saying that...
Forget about that. It's not an IBA title fight. It's a WBA. Pulev holds the WBA belt, and the WBA, as of right now, have not sanctioned that fight. That's the fact.
Do you think the fight...
Don't matter what he says or what I say. Pick the phone up to the WBA.
Do you think the fight with Gassiev and Pulev, which is said to be December 12th in Dubai, do you think the WBA will sanction that, Frank?
They'll have a problem with us if they do. Simple as that, because they've announced this fight. They announced it, and it's on. And we're taking that fight. So he can fight Gassiev, not a problem. Vacate the belt.
Okay. David Hayes said that White Chisora 3 could be on December 13th, or it's done. Is that true?
I haven't spoken with David Hay about it at all.
What is the latest with Derek, Frank?
We will announce it on Saturday.
Oh, okay. So the whole December 13th card will be announced?
I hope so. That's what we're looking to do. We've had a few hiccups. I'll tell you, originally he was going to fight was Miller.
What happened to that?
Derek didn't want to fight him.
Reason being?
That's what he just said. That's the message I got back.
Okay. Frank, you've announced a couple of shows. Well, you're involved with one in Lagos with Amir Khan.
Yeah, with
December 19th.
Easy, yeah.
Firstly, on that, obviously you promoted Amir right at the start of his career. Now you're promoting together on a show in Lagos. That's a bit of a full circle.
Well, I haven't spoken with Amir at all about it. I spoke to Eze, who's the guy there. Anyway, the fight's on. Two Queensbury fighters on there, 2 heavyweights, 2 of our really good quality heavyweights who've got Nigerian heritage there on there, and they're delighted, and so are we to be working. And I hope it's going to be a first of many shows out there.
Brilliant. That's a Coley and Adelaide in different fights on that bill. And then what's back in Germany, Frank?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I said, what's back in Germany?
What's back in Germany? Boxing's back in Germany.
That was a great promo.
Yeah. No, it's back in Germany. Look, we got I've been there for years. I used to promote there work alongside Peter Cole for many, many years, Universe, and we had some great shows there, some great fights. Took a lot of my fighters out there who went out there and either defended titles or won titles. A couple of them got beat, but most of them won. We're delighted to be back out there. Germany's always been a great, great country for boxing. Great country. And I believe with Caballero, we can really, really start moving things and take it onto another level.
I saw with Ajit Caballero last night, DAZN in Germany have the Champions League rights, and he was on the broadcast talking about it. And DAZN Germany have got a stronghold, so that could be a future thing as well.
Well, that's what it would be. That's why we're doing it. So we're in Germany, and then we'll be announced in America soon.
Brilliant. Last one. Is it true that Daniel Dubois accepted the IBF Eliminator with Frank Sanchez? Is that true, Frank?
At the moment, it's there, but I haven't met with him yet. I was supposed to have met with him today, but the meeting didn't happen, so I'll be seeing them, I think it's on Monday next week.
Okay. Just lastly, tell the BoxNation viewers why they should tune into DAZN this Saturday.
This is a great fight between these two guys. As we said during the interview, and Usyk's confirmed he will fight the winner. So these guys are fighting for the prize. They're fighting to get in get in the ring and share it with a modern day great, 4-belt world champion, Usyk. That's what this is all about. And you take your hat off to them because they will not leave anything in that ring. It'll be everything, and it's going to be exciting whilst it lasts.
It is All or Nothing live on DAZN.
It's All or Nothing. You watch it live on DAZN. Don't miss this fight. It's going to be a special, special night for the heavyweight division.
I am the avoided fighter in the heavyweight picture, and I back myself against any fighter out there.
I don't need to be perfect for 12 rounds. I just need to be perfect for that one moment.
I believe people avoid fighting me because I'm dangerous, and I have belief.
There's a lot on the line, there's a lot at stake. And someone's getting knocked out.
So let's get it on.
Knocking on the door for a world title.